Boys and girls, today you're going to be creating a mystery picture on this coordinate graph. For this activity, you will have these two papers. You will have the list of coordinates, which you see on the left, and the grid paper that you see on the right. So I first want to talk about what are called the X and Y axis. So you see the bottom numbers that go from left to right, 0 to 29, just like a number line does. And then the numbers that go from the bottom vertically, 0 all the way to the top here to 39. Those are called the axis, and the bottom one is the X, and the one that goes up and down is the Y axis. So when you're given a list of coordinates, like the other paper that you have, you use those coordinates to then plot a dot on this grid paper. So we're going to look at the list of coordinates and then try to plot a couple together before you're set out on your own. So this is the list of coordinates, and you need to start at the top right, so way up here, or top left, I'm sorry, way up here. So you literally start where it says start, and then you work all the way to the bottom until it says stop. So that long list from the start to that stopping point is going to create one portion of the picture. So it's important to work in order because you're also going to be connecting the dots that you make. So you're going to plot 28, 21, and then next you plot 27, 25. Then you will have two dots on the paper, and it's going to start looking like a connect the dots that you might have done before. But instead of waiting to the end to connect all the dots, you need to connect them as you go. So you plot the 28, 21, and then you plot 27, 25, and then you're going to connect them. Draw a line from the 28, 21 to the 27, 25. Once you have that line, then you go to the next 25, 28, plot that dot on the grid, and then you connect the 27, 25 dot to the third dot, which is the 25, 28. So we're going to try these three together, and then hopefully you'll kind of see how to complete this activity. Okay, boys and girls, so here's a picture of the grid paper that you have. I have the coordinate list next to me, and so I'm going to start at that top left start section where it says 28, 21. And so if you look here on the screen, I have in parentheses at the bottom that it goes X and then Y. So you always go across the bottom, which is the X axis for the first number, and then the second number you go up the Y axis to find that. So if the coordinates are 28, 21, then you need to start by going all the way to the 28 line across the bottom, and then you're going to follow that up until you get to 21. And so you wouldn't draw a line, I'm just trying to show you what it would look like. And then once you find where those crisscross, you are going to make a nice little mark. And then you would go to the next one, 27, 25. So again, you come across the bottom, find the 27 because that's the X and it's listed first. And then you want to go up the line until you find 25. And once you find it, I'm trying to switch colors for you here. Once you find it, you're going to make a nice mark. And so now that I have two dots, then I'm going to connect them. Now I'm ready for the next one. So 25, 28. I go over to 25 on the bottom and go up to 28. Make a nice mark. Yours will be more precise since you have a pencil. And then you connect the dots. So I'm starting to make a shape. And so boys and girls, you follow this all the way through. Remember, when you go from start all the way to stop, you're connecting those dots. When you get to a stop, you do not connect the last coordinate listed in a section with the new start. So that's why it has a start and a stop, so that you're not connecting the wrong dots. You connect it all the way between a start and a stop, and then you start a new set of connections with the next start and stop. And it's just a mystery of what the picture is. So you will be able to work on this for a couple of days, and when you're finished, if you want to color it, that's fine, and we'll hang them up in the hallway, and hopefully it will look pretty cool. So good luck, and I can't wait to see what you come up with.